people, my name is Rage, and welcome one and all to some more Hearthstone, a game I really should do more videos on, simply because, I mean, it's just good fun, isn't it? And I play it so much, and basically, what have I been doing with my life? Well, I guess it's good fun apart from when utter RNG bullshit happens to you, but that aside, what I thought I'd do is something I've not done in a while, and that is some arena. So, as you can see, I have recently started an arena run, and I've gone 4-1, and it's been okay, and to be fair, it's not your conventional mage deck, because the cards picked in it may have been picked by my little brother at the time, and he knows nothing of Hearthstone because he's 10, yet I've still managed to go 4-1 with it, so it's a little bit of fun. So if you're watching this thinking, why the hell does he have some of those cards in? That is why. No pyros or anything, not even any flame strikes. So let's see if we can actually take this a little bit further, and then either in this episode, if I just lose twice in a row, or next one we'll be starting a new arena run, because I'd like to do a fresh arena run with you guys, pick the cards and everything, etc, etc. So, oh, I really wanted a really slow, actually, does it mean slow as in turn making, or slow as in the head? I'm assuming turn making. Okay, Ball of Fist Ogre and Nightblade, you can go. Acolyte of Pain can stay, as it's one of my only draw engines, and I'd like it a little bit earlier on. Saying that, I draw my other way of drawing cards. Thank you, game. Appreciate it. Come on, 1-drop. And also, come on, don't have a 1-drop. Yay! Ooh, the other Acolyte. Nice. Well, next turn, coining into Acolyte is fine, especially as he will probably just have a totem on the board. Ooh, he's going for the bomber. He's going for the bomber. Oh, that is so unlucky. That is so very unlucky, I have to say. Well, honestly, I'm going to go for the Acolyte of Pain. Play still. I realize he can kill it and I only get 1 card, but it's a lot stronger than going for the Nerubian Egg, like, genuinely speaking. That is really upsetting. Had that backfired and we'd taken all the damage, I mean, the amount of value I would have got being able to trade my Golem for it, and we do get the Fireball, which is very, very nice. The Master Swordsmith doing pretty good. Now I'm going to put the other Acolyte out because this will trade with it. Now I realise he's traded 2 free drops for 1 2-drop, which is terrible. But I have a feeling I can come back from this, because next turn the Master Swordsmith into the egg means the egg will have a damage, meaning that he will have to kill it, giving me the 4-4, which does give me a fairly nice swing back into the game. Now, he does still force himself to kill it, because I can ping it myself and get a lot more draws out of it, but if that's his entire turn, that is going to be okay with me, because this is fairly strong. Well, it's at least annoying more than anything. I mean, if he does have an Earth Shock, that's going to be very, very irritating. The Ethereal Arcanist, really not a great card. I'm kind of upset it is in the deck, I will admit. Just generally a little bit just miffed, but, you know, at the same time, things. I mean, if I had my Ice Barrier, I'd like it a lot more, but I don't. Clearly he doesn't have an Earth Shock, because that is by far the best play to do to that, so he's trying to work out how best to deal with everything that I am doing. He's going to use a Hex on it. That's quite a commitment for a Hex, given that he's not seen what higher-end creatures I am rocking in this deck. So we shall see indeed. Yes, we will. Reckless Rocketeer. Basically, is how I feel about that. And kind of want to play the Dragonling just to get more things on the field, because if he has a Lightning Bolt, playing the Drake just gets it killed to a single Lightning Bolt, which obviously isn't very good. So we'll injure that, play the Dragonling, get something buffed up. I mean, it's an okay turn. It's not fantastic, but at the same time, it's also not the end of the world. So I'm gonna be okay with that. I'm not gonna completely be generally upset. Is what I'm gonna say. Is where I'm going with this. Okay, what are you gonna do, Mr. Shaman? Tell me what you want to do. Tell me how it is. Ooh, Occult Master. That's not good at all. Although I do get to trade this for the Harvest Golem, but then on the flip side, he does get to draw a card. But seeing as that was his entire turn, honestly, it wasn't the strongest turn going, because what I can do is ping that and actually clear his board, which is very, very good for me. It is annoying I do have to give him an extra card, but it is the better option because I do get a much more efficient all-round board clear. Now, in case he has Lightning Storm, I'm actually just going to take this opportunity to play the Arcanist because honestly, I wouldn't get any other opportunity. I was going to play the Amani and pass, but for the mana, I might as well put this down and keep more in my hand, and a 4-3 is more threatening than a 2-3, obviously. I mean, that's just math! And isn't math just fantastic? We all like a bit of math. Now, that is unfortunate, but what is fortunate is I am currently... Oh, yeah, thanks, Ice Barrier, thanks, you troll. I am rocking a Fire Blast, so that's going to be okay. And then there's no point hitting that, because next turn I'll just kill it if I can. And board control returns to us, which is why I've been doing okay with this deck, because the arrangement of minions is actually kind of good, to be fair. Like, there's a lot of power I can bring to the fold here, which does make me generally quite happy with it, I have to say. Come on. Unstable Ghoul, that's kind of annoying because obviously that's going to kill my Swordsmith no matter what I do with it, and it's also going to enrage his Worgen. Or he might just kill it himself, which, no, he might just injure that, to be fair, making this very difficult for me to deal with. If I drew away... Haha! Awesome! I was going to be like, if I draw away to get past that, that would be lovely! And indeed I did. Now the question is, well, there's no real question, is it? It's just way too effective to get rid of his weapon. Now, the question, again, is, do I kill the Worgen, or do I use this opportunity to do 6 damage and fall prey to a really good Lightning Storm? I'm thinking it makes too much sense to just get rid of his board here, because I can't risk a really, really effective Lightning Storm. At least this way, this is a 50-50 to die to the Lightning Storm. And I do have a way of drawing cards. We are similarly drawn to each other, so I'm not entirely displeased with how this is going. So, Mr. Shaman, what is thy plan? Ah, well, to use the Ghoul to kill my 5-3. That's quite good for him. Ooh. Although Wind Fury doesn't make that much sense, because all he did there was basically pay 2 mana and a card to kill a 1-1, which isn't ridiculously effective at all things considered, so I really don't rate that turn a lot from him. Let's see what we draw. Probably shouldn't have attacked that before I actually got to see what I draw, but that's okay. I'm going to use this opportunity to put the secret on, because it will kind of make him think it's a mirror entity, because that's more normal to see in Arena, so he'll probably play around it when he really shouldn't. So that's going to make me quite happy. We also have quite a bit of burst from hand. We have 6, 5, 11, 14. Unfortunately, our Drake does take another Hex there. Normally when you do face Shamans later on in the wins, that's normally because they do have a good hand in terms of hexes, etc. A lot of drafted hexes. Like, I drafted an arena run where I got 4 hexes as a shaman and it went 11 wins. Because I didn't even have any lightning storms or anything like that. It's just the ability to consistently hex big threats while maintaining kind of good board advantage is ridiculously strong. Though, unless this is a taunt tome, but to be fair, even if it is, my 2-3 can bash through it quite nicely. Is he going to risk mirror entitying? He's going to go for the Lightning Storm, which potentially might only kill the Frog, which would be... Oh, it actually did, meaning he has to use the Bloodlust, which is a terrible card to draft in Arena, because it really is just a straight-up win more. And all he's going to do is take out those guys, which, you know, to be fair to him, it does keep him in the game, but nowhere near the level that he needs it to. And at this point, we're going to bust out the Rocketeer, because he has done his Lightning Storm, and I'm going to get this 5 damage going, because I need to start bringing him into range of this Fireball. In fact, I can do 7 damage next turn, which puts him on a 3-turn clock to get through my 28 health plus 8 armor. So I'm feeling fairly confident with how this is going. Yes, indeed. Come on, Mr. Shami. I mean, his name is hard mode, but this really, I mean, this has been pretty damn easy mode as far as I'm concerned. And we have won. He knows I've won. I'm not sure why he's not conceding, but whatever. And we simply need to enrage him. do that, unless he thought I just wasn't going to enrage my Worgen there for some reason. No idea, but there we go, another surprising win for this deck, which really shouldn't be winning anything. Let's see if we can take it to the 6 and 7 wins in this episode. Ooh. If you need help building a deck, look at the suggested cards. I feel like no one ever needs help building a deck, like in any sense of the word. Well, I guess, to be fair, brand new players, potentially, that's probably quite accurate now that I think about it. So yeah, I entirely take back what I just said. And we are going against a Hunter. Good, no Mage Mirrors. I hate Mage Mirrors so much. And early drop. Oh, we're not even going second for the Berserker. I mean, I'm going to keep the Berserker, obviously, just because it is a strong 2 drop because of its free health. But come on, give me that Leper Gnome. Oh, that is awkward. That is very awkward. Please, Leper Gnome, please, I require your aid. Come to me, arrive and see a wonderful world to be. A whole new world, a new fantastic game to play, full of cards and things, and tings and tangs. I don't even know what I'm saying. Come on, Rexar, you got this. I believe. I don't believe, really, but I believe. Just whenever you're ready, man, finish mulliganing. It's fine. He's called the Dark Side. I really did get a super slow player, didn't I? That's absolutely ruddy typical, is what I'm going to say. Ruddy typical. Please? Yay, we get to play Leper Gnome. Ooh, Doomsayer. Doomsayer turn 2 is great because it basically just gives you a turn. But obviously I'm not going to do it in Arena because it's not really necessary. I guess unless he plays a strong 1-drop, which of course he didn't. So I'd rather just get board control to start with. Board control in Arena is obviously king. In fact, Arena basically is just a grand battle for board control, which is sometimes made more difficult by the opponent getting a really good draft. Now that is fantastic for me because I don't have a turn-free play anyway. So all I'm going to do is enrage him and get 5 damage. Now this could backfire if he has Arcane Shot, but at the same time I'm also kind of happy to do it because next turn Doomsayer Nerubian Egg is a fantastic combo because it kills everything he has or forces a lot of removal, and even if it does go off, I get my 4/4 back from it. So come on, Darkside, what is your plan? I love playing with a deck that's drafted by someone else that's not optimum and not all the best cards were chosen, because it really forces me to be as efficient and ruthlessly good with as many of my cards as I can do. I guess we're going to see a 2-mana beast like a Crocolis come out here. Oh no, a secret. Well, I'm going to assume that that secret is along the lines of Explosive Trap, as that's the only thing that makes real sense. I'm simply going to play that and do it, and it's not Explosive Trap. That is interesting. It's not phrasing, it's not explosive, it's not misdirect, which really only leaves Snake Trap. So he is rocking a Snake Trap all up in here, which is interesting, I have to say. So let's confirm that it is indeed a Snake Trap. Yep, there it is, which is unfortunate because obviously I have no real... Well, to be fair, I could just drop the Doomsayer and pass here, but at the same time I could also Stormpike Commando this down, but then the free snakes get a really, really nice trade. So I actually am just going to do this and put one of the snakes down, just so he has less of a chance of killing that, because that's 4 damage, whereas 5 if he has Kill Command. To be fair, he kills it anyway with Kill Command, but I just do feel a little bit safer removing one snake from the occasion. From the occasion? Yes, from the snake occasion. Now, he can't play anything unless he can disable this Doomsayer, whereas I get this egg value, so I'm kind of happy about this. To be fair, in a pinch, I could also Stormpike Commando my own egg. So he is just going to bust out a Hunter's Mark here. The other snake will take out my 5/1, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so now we are in a more difficult position, but he has shown his hand a little by using a Hunter's Mark. I'm going to play that assuming he doesn't have another Hunter's Mark, and drop a nice beefy 6/6 along with a Leper Gnome. I mean, yes, the Leper Gnome dies nicely to the other snake, but it does do the 2 damage, and then he's going to have a bit of a problem dealing with the 6/6 unless he has a kill command or another Hunter's Mark. That Spellbreak is fine, but I mean, it just returns it to a 4/4, so he still has to get past it a little. He might actually just ignore everything here and just go for me. Okay, no, he is going to take that out, which makes sense, but I get a really nice turn in that I can store Pike, Commando, and Hero Power. Ooh, a Blizzard is also very tempting here, but not quite as good as nicely doing this, I have to say. Because yes, the Harvest Golem will take out my Commando, but then I can ping it to kill the Remnant, which is obviously very good for me. And the Blizzard is just a really nice stall card, especially if I can play something as well as the Blizzard. See, he's tracking, he's looking for something. I'm actually surprised by the amount of health that I've lost. My Windseer's not really a threat at all, and neither is that. He can nicely kill it. That is annoying, of course, but also not the end of the world. See, the egg's kind of irritating because I have no real activators for it, because obviously, again, I didn't draft this deck. And we guess we'll just drop the Dragonling mechanic for now. We'll keep the Swampoos just in case he has perhaps an Unleash the Hounds, or he does come out with a bow. Ooh, nice! He took the egg, which is by far the worst thing for him to take in this situation. Now he's going to kill that, but again, because I'm a mage, I really don't mind. Ooh, to be fair, that was quite efficient by him. I completely forgot how that works. See, I'm actually a little bit sad it did take that, because now I can't really Blizzard that effectively. But I'm also fine with doing this, because he's only got 2 cards left, so I can get rid of that quite nicely, and then kill that with that. Whack this down, and simply ping this so he can't trade it with one of the 2 frees. I think that makes the most sense, and if he does trade it with a 1/1, then I get another good ping next turn. That's the thing when playing a mage in Arena, always try and structure your board so that no matter what the opponent does, he ends up giving you good ping value. Now, if he deliberately throws this away, I'll be very happy, because it means I can Blizzard a lot more safely, which he has done, which is lovely. In fact, he's just going for me here. That is very, very bad from him. That is a lot of overcommittal that he really, really should not have done, because I can drop this Raging Worgen as well as a Blizzard, which will kill 2 of his things and stop 2 of his things, meaning that I can just get a lot of nice damage here, and he can't do anything to stop me. Next turn, I can ping this, Defender it, turn it into a 5/2 that can hit twice, and just kill him. He really should not have gone for that. He top-decked a Unleash the Hounds, because of course he did, but still, that doesn't mean he can actually kill me. Well, 4 and 5, no, he can do 10 at most. 9 at most, even. He really is just going for me. I mean, he realized he couldn't... No, he could have saved himself there. 3 Hounds into that, and I couldn't have done anything, but I guess he didn't see a way out of that situation. And there we go. Boom. Boom. Yeah, there we go. Well played. And again, another win for this deck somehow. Just somehow. We'll do one more game of this arena run, ladies and gentlemen, and then we will return next time to, I guess, continue it. Honestly, I expected to just start this video and lose 3 games, but apparently that's not on the cards. Hey, not on the cards. Hey, ho, 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 ho. Hi, I am really, really funny. And a shaman. Again, where are all the mages at? That's what I'd like to know. Oh god, where are all my early drops at? That's what I'd like to know. I'm going to keep the Swampoos just in case he does an early weapon, and I'm also going to keep the Doomsayer in case he has a 1-drop and I just have nothing to play. This will stall me out a turn and get me to Acolyte of Pain. War Golem is very irritating there, but off you go, Shaman. Actually, this is the one situation where I hope he has a good 1-drop. Just so I can Doomsayer. Okay, so he's going to coin out straight away. And here is a Mad Bomb. In fact, no, this isn't the same guy as last time. It's just he happens to do the same opening move. Okay, well, I'm just going to drop a Doomsayer here, and that should do a fairly good job for me. I mean, he has to come up with 4 damage, which even a Lightning Bolt doesn't do. In fact, the only way he's getting past this Doomsayer is if he does have a Earth Shock in his opening hand. But you generally don't want a mulligan for them early. Yeah, he's just going to give me the free damage and pass the turn. Nice, so that really did help me out. I can now drop my Acolyte of Pain and gain board advantage and start drawing a lot of cards next turn because he has no immediate way to get rid of it. It has cost me 5 health doing this, but I'm fairly happy with how things have gone. It slowed him down and he did seem to have a faster hand. Yeah, he can't even play anything else now. Good. Doomsayer doing work. We like it when a Doomsayer does work. Ooh, Master Swordsmith and a ping. That's fair enough. Now, you may be thinking, shouldn't I just ping my Acolyte? But in this situation, I'd rather just keep getting more board control and keeping it healthy, because as long as it stays on free health, Lightning Storm isn't a very viable move for him. We want to get to 7 mana for our War Golem quite quickly. I hope he puts on a weapon here. I really do hope I get good weapon value. That's irritating, but again, it's not the end of the world because it's still stuff on the board and it's just going to immediately get buffed again at the end of my turn. And there's a Blizzard. Gonna do that. I might as well put this out, just because I can, but then apart from that, I'm just gonna hit him in the face. Now, this will backfire if it does buff this, but good, it did buff the Acolyte, which is what I wanted. See? Your silence means nothing to me. And I do have Blizzard, Fireball, and War Golem, which is a very, very strong hand to take this into the later game, though my board is a little bit weaker than I would like it, and I can't actually deal with that because obviously I can't target it with the Fireball, which is why it's such a ridiculously strong drop in Arena. But I am pretty much just going to ignore it and go straight for face here, because he's the one that has to trade, so I don't need to bother trying my best to get rid of this. Free is nice, that's probably the best target that it could have buffed. I mean, I imagine he'll kill the 1/3 with it, which is annoying, and it's also better to save my Blizzard and let him take damage, place more things, generally force more value out of the Blizzard. Like, if he plays another 1 thing, honestly, Blizzard becomes very good, and if he plays another 2 things, then I will be laughing all the way home. I mean, I'm hoping he plays a 2-drop and then probably totems. In fact, no, a dwarf. That's even better, though he is going to try to clear me here, which he will do quite a good job of. Well, he can kill 2 things, to be fair. Yep, the Armor Smith, as predicted with that. And then this will probably take out the Leper Gnome, which I'm surprising. It's not that good of a dwarf usage just to take out a Leper Gnome, but whatever makes him happy, you know? And then, to be fair, no, I will Blizzard. Blizzard makes the most sense here. Drop that Blizzard down, there we go, and then next turn I can just ping things. Yeah, there's really no point me deliberately not getting this damage, because all it does is stall, and then next turn I can do my trades as I want. Ping the middle one, trade the 3/3 for the 6/3, trade the 2/3 to the 6/2. Makes a lot of good sense, although we're probably going to see a big adventurer here. Damn, he does have some heals, which is quite upsetting. Now, I would love to drop this War Golem, but it's just really not practical with the current board, simply because I have such perfect trade opportunities. So I'm going to drop that, and then also probably drop the Sorcerer's Apprentice as well. And then I am going to trade, because I don't want him to get extra Lightning Storm value while maintaining a really good board. So there we go, Sorcerer's Apprentice. Looking pretty good. And it doesn't matter which one of those actually trades my 2/3, because then, of course, ping does work, and the Fireball can take out the Adventurer if it gets a little bit too out of control. Though this game is definitely going south. He should be spamming as many low-cost things as he can just to buff up this Adventurer, but I guess he's not all the way into that. Okay, well that's annoying. Though I do have enough mana to ping and play the Golem now, which makes me really, really happy. Well, I mean, he hasn't used a Hex all game, so I'm actually just going to do this. And a Ruby and Egg, not the best thing in the world, but I can get rid of the Adventurer quite nicely. And I'm going to drop this just to protect from future AoEs. Now, he does have to commit 2 things to getting rid of my 4/4. He may use the 2/3 and the 2/7 just to buff it up, but then it becomes fireballable, which I'm reasonably happy about. 2 Harvest Golems, that is a lot of value from him. That's okay. See, this is the part where not having a Flame Strike pretty much just loses you the game. Like, I have no way of dealing with this. I don't have a Polymorph, I don't have a Flame Strike, so unless this deck gets good early board control and keeps it, I am pretty much done. 9, 5 is 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Wow. If I reduce that by 3, I mean, I technically am still in this game. So we'll I mean, that can just kill the War Golem for free. It's not even really worth it, but I guess I'll just drop it. You never know. He might make a complete and total fuck up. Come on, Mr. Shammy Shammy. What you got for me? Emplox! Ooh. He's got the silence for the egg. Please, flame strike one time. Like, imagine if he trades that for that, and I draw a flame strike. I've just won the game. Wow, really? He's not going to kill the 7/7. There is no way he's not dealing with that. There is no way. There is no way he's being that ballsy. He's either... Are you serious? Like, if I'd drawn my other fireball there, he would have just lost the game. That is absolutely crazy. I'm so upset I cannot punish him for that, because that was such a monumentally massive misplay. It's absolutely insane. I cannot believe he just did that. I really, really cannot believe he just did that. That was potentially fatal for him, and he gets away with it. That is just upsetting. Either way, guys, that has been some arena. Let me know if you'd like me to start a new one, or you'd like to see the conclusion to this little brother pick deck. But either way, my name has been Rage. Remember to like if you enjoyed this and subscribe for more. Goodbye.